Success story. Emotional context learning, using phrases correctly without actively learning them or knowing what they actually mean. Written by Khatzumoto, posted in December of 2012. AJATT Jake C. shares this little story of how he learned how to use certain Japanese words and phrases before he knew what they actually, literally, meant, because he was aware of their emotional content. I have had similar experiences myself in both Cantonese and Japanese, but didn't have a name for this phenomenon. Now, thanks to Jake, I do. Emotional context learning, he calls it. It's definitely one of the benefits of an immersion environment, one primarily based on Funbun. Footnote 1. For native by native. End footnote. As opposed to a classroom one. You learn stuff without even trying, at an almost physical, muscular level. Anyway, here's Jake's little story. Quote, I feel as though I've hit on something no one else has considered before. It's something I noticed in my own learning. I realize that humans aren't actually mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium to its surrounding environment, but you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply until every natural resource is consumed. The only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus. Human beings are a disease, a cancer on this planet. You are a plague, and we are the cure. Wait, no, scratch that. When filled with a certain kind of emotion, attitude, or mindset, I noticed that entire phrases of Japanese would jump into my head that I had never previously studied or reviewed. They must have stuck due to me comprehending their emotional context. Ittai dare no shiwaza nano ka? Footnote 2. Which idiot did this shit? End footnote. Came into my head in response to me actually holding that kind of emotion towards someone, a coworker. My mind had latched onto it through comprehending its emotional context, though I had never formally studied it before. I've been repeating aloud the things I hear in the news, or in anime, while acting out the emotion or mindset the idea was conveyed with, and it seems to be super effective. Even conveying dry information still holds a degree of emotional context that can be acted out. I personally think this is a fairly unique and cool way to engage in language learning, acting out, and thereby comprehending, the emotional content of the sentence, even if you don't fully understand the words. I found out later what shiwaza meant, but I actually used the phrase before I even knew what it meant, which I find very weird and cool. I knew the emotional content before I knew its specific literal meaning. End quote and end article.